Excuse me, I'm looking for a George Trickett.
No idea, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Looking for a George Trickett. I understand he drinks here.
He does, yes. He's the old guy just sitting over there.
It's his usual.
A bitter, usually. Do you want me to bring one over?
All those I've spoken to have said I must speak with you because you have the greatest knowledge of the operation of a carpet works. Your glass is empty. I have asked for another one for you, if that's all right.
Yes.
Cheers.
The artist takes a basic truth, a truth to live on in a carpet of magic. Punctuating the story which lies behind the many-colored splendors are three factors: time, trouble, and expense. Made of wool, perhaps reinforced with a small percentage of nylon. Designs are filtered and finally fashioned, with their variations on a theme of comfort, decoration, and long life, can yet provide a lasting background to modern furnishings and life as we live it. Here is the end of the line.
He's keen to get started. Bundles of energy.
I remember another 14-year-old who was very much the same. Different times.
Can we go in now, Grandad? Can we go in?
Behave yourself, Charlie. I'll see you both later. Have fun.
Robert, good luck with the interview.
We'll simplify her questions. Maybe they not understand why social care made them. I need someone to hold my hand. Turn me pen or paper.
Do you recognise anyone there, Charlie?
That's you, Grandad.
That's right.
Why do we have to leave England, Grandad?
Well, that's quite a story, Charlie. But that's why you're here, right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening of the Kidderminster's Museum of Carpet. My life is as tightly woven to this industry as the fibres that make the carpet. Threads of love, friendship are all woven to make this carpet or tapestry of my life.
It's early, George. Good.
I'm ready, Grandad.
I know you're ready, George. Your father and I both stood where you are now. He would be so proud of you.
Thank you.
Now, get yourself off to Mr. Jellyman's office and I'll meet you in Warehouse 3.
Morning, George.
Morning, George. Have a good day.
George.
Morning, George. Are you lost?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm just looking around.
From what I witnessed, you were turning circles like a spider wash down a plug hole. But if you're certain, I shall be on my way.
I was just observing.
It is a big place. Easy to get lost. Not that I would suggest you are lost. I am just observing.
I'm sorry. My name's George, and I'm new here.
Rose.
I'm a bit nervous, actually. I've grown up around the factory, but never actually been inside it.
Nice to meet you, George. Well, if a person was here on their first day and they were lost, which we have established you are not, I imagine that person would want to register with Mr. Jellyman, and I reckon they would want to go into that building right there. Would you agree?
Well, yes, I think that would be a fine suggestion, Rose.
Time to start work.
Thank you, Rose. I'll be seeing you.
If you can find me. It is a big place.
Come in. George.
Yes, sir. George Trickett.
Do come in, George. You can call me Mrs. Jellyman.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Jellyman.
Take a seat. Your grandfather Henry has been with us since he was 14. Your father was the same, till the war robbed us of his spirit. Terrible waste. You work hard for me, and I'll work hard for you. This is a family, what works in a factory. I've helped my workers with medical bills, funerals and the like. Aye, and weddings too. Do you understand what I'm saying, George?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, George. You any good at cricket? Ah, well, never mind.
I wasn't ready, sir. That's all.
Always be ready, George. You never know what life's going to throw at you. Come here. Sign this. Let's get you to work, shall we?
Was that too much, Charlie? Magic carpets and the like?
I thought it sounded magical.
We're all family. Work wasn't like it is today. We all socialised together. We knew each other. Everyone would help anyone. Mr. Jellyman even paid for my honeymoon.
What was Granny like?
Oh, Charlie. She was the most beautiful, kindest, and wisest woman you could ever hope to meet.
Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night.
Good morning, Rose. I've brought you something.
You have?
Dreaming of a song, the melody
What is it?
You'll see.
haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you when our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration.
Thank you.
Oh, but that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of the song beside a garden.
When will you two get to going steady? You've been on more double dates than Laurel and Hardy.
Does Mother like her?
Mother likes a God-abiding son who does not treat the church like a social club.
Sorry, Mother.
Though I dream in
Are you sure you're going to be okay? I don't have to go.
George, I'll be fine. Please don't worry. And besides, Mary will be popping along later to see how I am. I know how important this is to you.
I love you, Rose Trickett.
And I love you, my husband. Now go and beat Brinton's. It's about time.
Now you be good for your mummy. And don't be too long in there. I've got your apprenticeship lined up at the factory.
And I bet you've already brought the cricket whites.
And just a gigolo, And everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Paid for every dance, selling its romance. Oh, the sin. There will come a day, and youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo's. Life goes on without me. And just a gigolo, everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Paid for every dance, selling each romance. Oh, what they say. And there will come a day, and youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo's. Life goes on.
Right then, boys, let's show Brenton's what we're made of, eh?
I ain't got nobody. Oh, and there's nobody just for me. There's nobody just for me. I'm so sad and lonely. Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Want some sweet mama? Come take a chance with me, 'cause I ain't so bad. And I'll sing her sweet love song. I love the time. She will only be.
You won? That's amazing.
Yes, it was the first time we'd ever beaten Brinton's. You know, after the game, they offered me a job.
Did he take it?
Would you leave your family for more money, Charlie?
If I could come and live with you.
We're all family. Distance does not change that.
Hello, my baby boy. My beautiful baby Robert. I'm so proud to welcome you to the world.
Those were the happiest days of my life. By 1964, I had gone from apprentice to chief engineer. I had fallen in love, got married, had a baby son, and beaten Brinton bloody carpets 8 times. That should get a huge laugh when there's more people here, eh, Charlie? All of that was made possible by Jellymans and the warmest people who lived, loved and worked in this wonderful place.
I have no idea what's going to happen next. Just don't know. Seeing the sign changes. What happens next?
Same job, different boss.
I've been called to meet the foreman later today.
Do you know why?
It's procedure, Frank. Chief engineer meeting the new boss. Right, George?
George, I mean, are they going to lose their jobs?
I will let you know. Get the lads to the club tonight. We'll speak then.
I said when I came here, I said I'll call in now. See what's going
How did it go?
How'd it go, mate?
Quiet, please! I've news for all of you. Good news. I had my meeting with the new manager today. Our jobs are safe. Thank God. I was 14 when I joined, and my father the same. My boy, Robert, he's 7 now, and I hope in 7 years' time he'll join the family too. Because that's what this continues to be. Family. I've been assured by Bonworth that we'll be thriving for years to come, to offer those opportunities to our children and their children. Mr. Jellyman has looked after us all, and we thank him. He helped pay for my granddad's funeral. He helped Mary with medical bills. All of us have so much to thank him for. So, please join me in a toast. Mr. Jellyman! Mr. Now, one last thing, and this is a very big thing. This is the news that we all need and will give us the drive to work harder than we ever have. We are Bond-worth carpets now. And as such, we are an unbeaten cricket team!
You should be a politician, George.
2 on his for that.
We're going to be all right, aren't we, George?
You gave one hell of a speech that day, George.
This was a time when work was life and life was work. Colleagues were family and the bosses cared about their staff.
Jellyman!
God bless his dear, dear soul. And much like my grandson Charlie here, we did our best to avoid work sometimes. But on one dark day, we had no choice.
Robert! Robert! What's happening, son?
The worst, Dad. Foreman said Bonworth's been wound up.
I told you the rumours were true.
They can't just close us down overnight. We want to try the gate, feel free. George?
I've got nothing to say. This is a surprise to me too, I assure you.
What are we going to do now, George?
I don't know. I honestly do not know.
Well, what about our families?
We just go home and do nothing.
Jobs?
Head home. Be with your family. This will be sorted soon in good time.
Will it, Dad? Will it? Things aren't the same anymore. People are being laid off. There's cheaper labour abroad, they say.
Yeah, I've heard the same.
China taking all our money.
We've got to do something about
They believe in you, George. Just reassure them.
What are we going to do?
What
are we going to do? Dad, go on, talk.
Please!
We need jobs.
I've heard the rumours too. But this factory has stood against wars. This is just another battle that it'll win. I know we're all scared about the future, but tomorrows are built on today. It's our actions that design tomorrow.
So long as we are together, work together and for each other, then there is hope and something worthwhile in all of our todays. Those were my father's words. They are as poignant today as they were in 1977. For an engineer, my dad sure has a way with words. Those words that day helped me see that I needed to marry my beautiful Rachel. I wanted something worthwhile in all of my tomorrows. The day the factory closed, I asked my parents over to the club for an afternoon drink.
Is something the matter, son?
No.
Talking usually involves speaking, but...
I want to ask Rachel to marry me.
Fantastic news!
Yeah, it's great news. It's just, I don't know how to tell you that.
The factory's open! Some company's bought Bonworth! We've got to get down there and clock on with the foreman!
Robert, come on.
Give him a moment, please, George.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, Dad. Where's Dad?
He's at the factory. There's been more redundancy, so they've called an emergency meeting.
Yeah, that's what I need to talk to you about.
What troubles you, son?
No, I need to tell you both together.
He'll understand, or I'll help him too.
How do I know this is the right thing to do? For me and my family?
Family? Robert, Rachel's
No, Mum.
I've been offered a job in China. There's new factories there and lots of potential. I know Dad's not going to like it.
Do you remember why you took that apprenticeship?
Yeah, what's that got to do with it?
If you don't know where you've come from, you can't know where you're going to.
That's just it, Mum. I need to go where the work is. I just don't know how to tell Dad without breaking his heart. My son could be the first of generations not to work in that factory.
You don't have a son yet, Robert. Right? I'll deal with your father.
China's so far away.
That's why they call it the Far East, Robert.
As I said, and as we all know, my dad has a way with words. I was convinced to stay on for another 10 years before he allowed me to leave. The condition was that when my son turned 14, I'd bring him back to start his apprenticeship. Let me tell you that if apprenticeships were around today, my son would start tomorrow.
Having trouble sleeping? You're not yourself, George. I miss you.
I don't feel myself. Nothing's like it used to be.
You must understand why he's made this choice, George.
I do. Doesn't make it any easier though, does it, Rose? Seems like last week he was 14 and arriving at his first day at that factory. Factory had always been family. But today, I waved my own family off on a bloody plane to China. Harry's retired. The social club's full of strangers. The cricket pitch is a tower block. What was the point, Rose? What was it worth?
It's memories, George. Memories. Change is never easy, and Lord knows we've suffered our fair amount of change over the years. But never doubt what you've achieved, all the friends you've made, and the pride Robert has in his father.
I love you, Rose. I know I don't say that often enough.
I'm so proud to call you my husband. And I love you more today than I did when I saw that 14-year-old lost apprentice. And yes, you were lost. George, you're loved by many.
You're always there when I'm lost.
And I always will be, George.
Where's mine? I would have bought me own, but the leg's not so good these days, George. My old friend.
We look like legs, Harry.
Well, it's been back then. Scattered your ass over the field for the past 50 years. Yeah? You can buy an old friend a drink.
Well, pension gone, has it?
Oh. Yeah. George?
Hello, George Trickett.
If a person is here on their first day and they were lost, which we have established.
Always got your mind on the factory. This is your lost, and I always will.
It's my Rose. She's gone.
I wasn't there when my mother died. She never got to meet Charlie. I struggle to forgive myself for that. My father is a wise man, but my mother was a sage. She said, if you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going to. Well, I come from a proud tradition of carpet makers, from a family of workers, from a father who's left one hell of a legacy on all those that are blessed to know him. So now I'm reminded of where I've been. I know where I'm going. I got the job, Dad. I'm coming home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to have been invited to declare the Kidderminster Museum of Carpet open.
Not a chance.
Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you?
5 minutes early. Very good, Charlie. Well, are you ready for your first day of work experience?
Yes, Grandad. I'm ready.
Great, but you're finishing school before you even think about full-time work, young man.
Different times. Off you go to Mr. Oakes' office. Good to have you back, son.
It's great to be back, Dad.
You work hard for me, Charlie, and I'll work hard for you. I've helped my workers with medical bills, funerals, and weddings. Do you understand what I'm saying, Charlie?
That once was my heart, so why not take all of me? All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see